Our next speaker is waiting in the wings. And speaking of wings, after the meeting, hopefully you won't take wing and flight immediately. A new policy in Toastmasters, Winston will tell us about that later, is we're bringing in food or snacks. The idea is to hang around here 5-10 minutes and converse. Perhaps talk to your mentor or talk about mentoring. And if you don't know what mentoring is, or fear it worse than death, perhaps Winston, as our president, could enlighten us on the subject. Maybe, maybe not. Winston, as you may or may not know, is a life coach. What is a life coach? I don't know. Let's not pay the big bucks around here. I just introduced Winston. He's a life coach and president of our club. So those are two things to chew on, besides the snacks in our kitchen. As such, being a life coach, Winston professes to have a passion for mentoring. There you go. Tonight he will share his personal insights into the power of mentoring. Please welcome our president, very much alive, Winston Seelitz.
Thank you for that colorful speech that I didn't write. I mean, introduction, I wrote part of it. It's always fun. Well, there I was. I was all alone. I looked down, and there was a mouse in my hand. It's all right, folks. I was in front of my computer. I had just signed myself up. It was yesterday, about 3 p.m. I had gone to the Google site, signed myself up to do this speech. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. And I thought, what if I don't talk about anything? I mean, after all, the whole cast of Seinfeld made millions and millions and millions of dollars doing a show about nothing, right? That's how they advertised it. And I thought, if nothing can be so interesting, imagine if I talk about something. It's a novel idea, I know. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. The something that I chose to talk about is the power of mentoring. But what is it that makes mentoring so powerful? Who can tell me?
It allows you to tap into what you know and be of service in helping somebody else, not only sharing what you know with that person, but helping them improve.
So there's an example of the power that the mentor receives, what he gets back. What else? Yes.
I think as far as mentoring, for me, it means that shadowing or learning or getting to your destination much quicker because you don't know what you don't know. And so you hire a mentor to teach you the information that you need to help you get there quicker.
Absolutely. Anybody else? Yes.
I think it's about legacy. I don't think there are very many things that you leave here. You know, you can have lots of property, you can be rich, but when you put something of self into someone else, it lives forever.
Absolutely. You leave a seed, a little part of you here, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I consider it a human instruction manual. You could join Toastmasters, for example, and I could give you 14 pages how to make it in Toastmasters. But it's just words, while the human connection between two people is a whole other level. So it's humanizing something that's stale and making it very personal and interactive.
Absolutely. And those are some great answers. And I like, and they're all great, but one of the things that I really like to look at is that why reinvent the wheel? We can save so much time and frustration instead of trying to act like nobody's been there before, nobody's done this. And why not just learn from, like, I've done this. The whole world, our whole civilization, our technology has been built on somebody creating a foundation. Somebody else builds on top of that and builds on top of that. And it gets higher and higher and higher. We're to the point now that our technology is snowballing so fast, it's tremendous, at a tremendous rate. Before you buy your computer, it's already outdated as far as like what's ready to replace it. And now, as a mentor, we can experience the same thing. Okay? But the power of mentorship is not always apparent. And so many times we're being mentored or we're mentoring, and the person being mentored doesn't know they're being mentored, or the mentor or the mentee. Well, the mentee doesn't know they're being mentored, and the mentor sometimes does not even realize that they're mentoring. One of the things that I remember, well, there's a song, a country song that I love, and it tells a story. And the story is about a little boy growing up, and he would go fishing with his father. And they would sit on the shore, and they would cast, reel it back in, and they would talk. And they would cast, and they would talk. And, yeah, that's what they did. They would cast, and they would talk. And later on, the boy grew into a man, and as he looked back at his life, he realized that his father had taught him all about life while they were sitting on the shore. And the words of the song say, "And I thought I was only fishing. I thought we were only fishing." And I'd like to share with you that we're doing the same thing right here in our club. When we share with each other, we talk about our experiences. We're mentoring each other. We're growing from each other. And so many times we don't realize that somebody is learning from us. When I first started, I remember so many times standing right here in this hallway near that wall, talking to Cole, another one of mutual friend of Cole's and I, Kurt, and so many different people. We would stand there and they would ask me about what was going on for me, and they would just talk about, okay, this happened in this speech over there, I thought this about this evaluation, this has happened in the past. And I was just absorbing it, and so much of the time I wondered, do they know how much they're mentoring me? And a lot of the time they didn't. I know that they didn't. But I was learning and I was just absorbing it. Now, what is available to us when we mentor? That's the fastest way to learn. It's to give back. Plant a seed, like Beverly said. You never know when you say something that just makes something come together. It just clicks for another person. It could change their life. It could change the direction of their life. And it's all because of something you said. Maybe intentionally to plant a seed, maybe unintentionally. But the power is there. It's just the same. And so, one of the things that we're implementing here is snack time. So the idea is for all of us to gather together, share with each other our experiences about the meeting that we've just shared, support each other, create community, and grow. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Winston.